I want to do a quick vlog pop-it, and I know Mars entered Cancer today, and one of the things I want to talk about is Venus, because I'm very much feeling the energy of Venus around me right now. And Venus right now is in Taurus. We've got the moon in Taurus as I record this. Of course, this is, if you're seeing this is an anytime video. Of course, when I do a vlog, I do like an initial hair check, and then I just see, look, we're working it, okay? My car smells like Bucky's barbecue that's 3 days old, because barbecue juice just dripped everywhere in the car. But we're here to talk about Venus because Venus is the energy of love, and I've been thinking about the energy of love and how important love is, and I'm on a love heart healing journey myself. And I realized as I was going through my journal today, I'm in a parking lot right now, right near my favorite coffee shop in Austin. I'm sure there's more coffee shops in Austin that are wonderful, but this is my particular favorite one. I'm not disclosing the location because I want to keep it. A friend of mine clued me into this coffee shop, and to respect them and to respect the privacy of this coffee shop, I'm not going to reveal the location, but I will say it's a pretty cool coffee shop here in Austin. I like a lot of the places here where I can write and think and sit outside. And I was going through old notes, and I was thinking about how, Mars is at 0 degrees cardinal right now, 0 degrees Cancer right now. And we went through this whole journey with Mars through the sign of Gemini. And a lot of that had to do with communication. And I was thinking to myself, well, is this astral communication that came through? Because it's a lot of the stuff, when it comes to retrogrades, and, they say retrogrades are a time to go back. But when you're moving forward after Mars was in Gemini from September 2nd, 2022, and then had a retrograde period, and then went direct in mid-January, and then cleared shadow last week, and now entered Cancer today. And because Mars is leaving the sign that is ruled by Mercury, home planet of Gemini is Mercury. It is about, like, what did you write? What did you say to yourself? What communications came through? And Mercury really held Mars very deeply. And now the moon is holding Mars. So I was like going back through notes, and I realized that I literally wrote something out about the coffee shop I'm sitting at right now in North Hollywood, California, 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I wrote that I wanted to be here, and now I'm fucking here. And my point is, like, it's not about, oh, wow, that's cool, Christy. It's like, no, that's the beauty. That's the power of words and language and mantra and manifestation. I'm literally sitting in a place that 2 weeks ago I verbally wrote in my journal, I'm going to be here. And it's such a small manifestation, but I mean, this is literally coffee from the coffee shop there. I'm literally sitting in the parking lot here. I know it's such a small thing, but like, the way that I'm viewing this is sometimes we're in the dark. And I'm saying this also to myself. Sometimes we're so in the dark. Like right now, comedically, like, I know where my goals want to be. In my mind, I know where I want to take my goals. And I know right now my goals are not where I want them to be. In real time, in reality, in physical reality, I have so many hurdles that I need to jump over. There's so many things that I still have to do. There's so many things on the checklist, like from the mundane of things that I'm even looking at right now. Like, gosh, I have to get that done. I have to get this done. I have to get this done. but I also want to do this, this, and this with comedy. And it's like one step at a time, literally 2 freaking weeks from me writing one sentence in my journal to being here. I wonder what 2 weeks can do for anything else. Like, what can 2 weeks do for a goal? Like, just starting with small increments. And I'm on this journey right now. I was in an Airbnb this week. Very lucky. It was gifted to me. I'm very, very lucky. I'm not, but I will say this. The Airbnb that I stayed at in Austin is a dream place that I would want to live. And I was like, oh my God, like, how can I ever end up in a place that I would this nice? Like, and I had to like sit in this physical space because Mars Cancer is homes. And this gets back to Venus, because personally, my chart's north node is in Venus, and I'm very Mars Saturn person. So for me, the journey of being more Venusian is my life path with my north node. So this is not a comfortable journey for me. You know, I've always been more of a woman that sacrifices my comfort for luxury and good living. And I think with all these planets in Taurus and Mars now in Cancer, it's like I love Mars in Cancer because it is held so nicely by the mother energy, the divine mother energy, but it's going to shift every 2 days or so because the moon changes signs about every 2 days, plus or minus. This is very generalized. You definitely have to watch where the moon is with Mars and Cancer. But with that, I really also love and appreciate the fact that right now, by transit, now Mars will be entering Gemini, and we're going to get Venus's sort of speaking things into existence side of the perspective in a couple of weeks. But Venus being in Taurus right now, it is about appreciating and respecting our Venusian qualities, and both Mars and Venus are connecting through love of home and family and luxury and feeling comfort, which is new. It's a new thing. And I'm saying, this is from a very generalized perspective. I know that people in the world are going through different things. Obviously, I'm on a phone that's made out of, different elements that are exploited. I'm in front of, something that makes vehicles around the world, and the parts that they get, you have to kind of question how those parts are obtained. But I will say between Venus and Mars are both asking us to embrace love and family. And physical home is very personal to everybody. And safety and security, Taurus and Cancer, is very personal to everybody. And the families that we build are very personal to everybody. Some people have their given families that they were born into. Some people have the families that they've created. And is there anything else I want to say? I wish I could pull a card. I've pulled cards on so many platforms right now. Tarot wise, and I feel like the Lovers is a huge thing right now, mainly because I'm talking about the twin flame journey. And the twin flame journey is for all of us right now. As we're officially with Pluto and Aquarius, the twin flame journey, I think, is a really important one to kind of research for yourself and what that means personally. For me, it means my inner work still, and I'm going to continue to talk about it. And that's why I'm working with Venus and Mars, because my inner work is between the balance of Venus and Mars. And the reason why I'm doing this, and I'll keep saying this, is because I feel like the world has been torn into two different sides, and the sides are really splitting us from within. And the idea of what masculine, feminine is very personal to everybody. For me, it's a very personal journey of like, you know, I personally, can I say, I like men to be men. And that means on my personal level that I have to be a stronger woman for myself. So I love being a woman. I have put a lot of my needs to the side because I've been a stand-up comic since 2013. And a lot of that journey as a comedian has been not honoring my divine feminine very properly, and my body is starving for it. So a lot of this healing journey, I'm just going to post vlogs online because fuck it. I have had my damn last fuck to give, and so I'm going to post a vlog. I have had my damn last fuck to give, and so my vlogs are going to be about the divine feminine and how I need men to step up, and for me to step up for myself too. So I'm not like putting blame on anybody. I'm just saying we all got to step up for whatever we need to step up for. And right now what I'm stepping up for is the divine mother, and being a better mother to myself, which is exactly also what Mars in Cancer is asking us to do, is because Mars in Cancer is also linked to mother energy. So there is a feminine element to having Mars in Cancer, but I love the protective element that comes with it. So in general, the divine masculine elements within all of ourselves are going to be a lot more emotional, and that is perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Perfectly on point. You know, today the moon is in Taurus. It's going to be entering Gemini, so there's going to be, we're going from comfort element to chatty element to more comedic element, and then 2 days later the moon's going to be in Cancer, so there's going to be this like crying, releasing energy. 2 days later the moon's going to be in Leo. There's going to be a more entertainment aspect to the moon, expression, fire. 2 days later the moon will be in Virgo, which is going to make us more diligent and more detail oriented, a little bit more obsessive compulsive. 2 days later the moon will be in Libra, more partnership, more balance. 2 days later, and so on and so forth. So we get this, there is an inner balance with Mars that is asking us to heal that divine masculine from within, and there's a huge healing process going on with the divine masculine if we give that element within ourselves, or even the divine masculine energy in our lives, the space to heal. And I think that's a very powerful thing, is, you know, that divine space between divine masculine, feminine, so that they can meet in the middle and find balance. And this is something that I realized I've done wrong throughout my life. And I know a lot of, and I'm talking to like women here especially, although if you look, I am so supportive of anybody identifying within anything. Please let me know in the comments if I'm being, I'm just really, I'm also healing my divine, I'm healing being a woman in a world that doesn't want me to be a woman in the world. You know, when you're born in this world, there's so many unwritten rules that are so confusing. And if you've got your face shaped the wrong way, your shoulders shaped the wrong way, your pussy too big, your pussy's too small, then they go, you're not woman enough to be a woman. And you know what? Fuck that shit too. Look, you're not with me once a month when I'm fucking Texas bloody ass massacre, okay? So until somebody's sucking the blood out my pussy, you can kindly step to the side and get me some barbecue from Buc-ee's. That's all I have to say, okay? All right. I digressed. But I'm just saying, you know, this is a big journey, and it's a vlog with Christy, and I don't know what days I'll be posting vlogs. I think I'm just going to be posting vlogs based on intuition, and I don't know what that means for me right now. I don't know how long this journey is going to go. I just feel the need to post video vlogs, and talking to a camera. So here we are. Peace and love. If you have any tarot questions, if you have any astrology questions, please ask me below or DM me or wherever I put this. Just ask me. If you have mean comments that you want to say, you know what? I get a lot of mean comments on the YouTubes, and all I have to say is, if you got a mean comment to say, also, after your gosh darn mean comment, can you please post your comedy dates? I'd love to come see your comedy shows. I'd love to hear the jokes you have to say. So if you have a mean comment, just post me your dates. Let me see your comedy schedule. I'll support your stand-up, you know, and I'll make nice comments. How about that? How about that? If you say things like, "Oh girl, you got a moose knuckle," then post your comedy dates. Let's see let's see the shit you be spitting. Okay? Okay? Let's see your video editing skills. Okay? Right? Let's deal with that shit together. God bless. Peace and love.